Okay, folks. Okay, folks. These are the ingredients to make fresh onion rings. I've already cut up the rings, and as you see, I've already dusted them with uh, the masa. And so the reason why we dust this, the onion rings, it absorbs the extra moisture, and it also allows um, the egg and uh, the coatings that we'll be putting on. See, this will be dipped into here after being dipped uh, with the egg wash. And so today, what we're going to be doing, I myself, for onion rings, I like the Italian style breadcrumbs, and it gives it a nice garlicky flavor, and it works really well with the ranch dressing. And so, anyway, I'm going to use 4 eggs, and that's going to be the wash. I'm going to make that up, and uh, we're going to dip all of these onion rings into that wash, and then we're going to put it into this colander, or this mixing bowl, with the Italian breadcrumbs, and toss. So we'll be doing that here in just a moment, but I'm going to make the egg wash, and we'll be right back. Okay, we've got the 4 eggs in the bowl, and I have 1/3 cup of water. So I'm just going to add that in. Then we're going to whisk this together, and this makes the egg wash that we're going to be putting each of the onion rings through. And this helps it stick much better uh, and hold together, especially when we start cooking. So that's all set there. And we'll start washing here, or doing the egg wash, in just a moment. Okay, so now we have the crumbs, we have the egg wash, and now we have the onion ring. So we're going to go ahead and toss that in, get it good and wet. And then what we're going to do is just going to toss a few in, and then toss them all together. I like stacking onion rings so that there's 2 or 3 inside. That gives it some volume. And then also, while it's cooking, it doesn't cook as fast, because it takes longer. So now that we've got a few in there, now we're just going to toss it just like this. Real simple toss. We just want to cover everything with a nice light coating. And don't worry about any areas that don't get completely coated, because we'll be coming back and putting those back in with a second coat. So once you get the first coating in, take them out, let them set them aside for a few minutes, because we're going to come back to those. And then this allows it a few minutes for the egg to really set up and um, harden a little bit. So we're just going to go ahead, do the rest right here, just like that. Toss it in there, get a couple more rings here, toss, and another one. So just like that, just real easy coating. Doesn't have to be anything real big. And just, like I said, take them out very gently, set them aside, and this will allow them to harden, and then continue getting some more of these all egg washed here. This allows the coating to really stick, as you see. So we're going to go ahead and finish getting all these processed, and then we're going to get everything ready for frying. Okay, now that we've got the first coat on, we're going to do another dip, and then the ready product will go wait right here. We have the oil already on. We're waiting for it to come up to temperature. So here we go. We're going to once again dip into the wash, put into the crumbs, and we want a good coverage on this, and then just gently take it out, and we're going to do that to all of these. You'll notice that on the first round, now that we've let it sit a little bit, they're a little harder. It's sticking to the the onion rings, but you have to still be pretty careful because they will come apart. The coating will come off, but again, you have to just be very, very gentle with how you pick them up, or you could use some chopsticks, or some sticks to pick them up. But we're going to go ahead and wash all of these. But we're going to do them no more than 2 so that they don't get damaged in any way, and that we get a good thorough coating on each of the onion rings. So you see it's looking real good. Okay, so these are all the onion rings right here. This is 2 onions that we've cut up and now coated. This has 2 coatings, 2 layers of the Italian breadcrumbs and the egg wash. So these are like little nuggets. These are the centers. These get to be, I like these especially more because they have a little more onion flavor. They're a little more concentrated, and they're like a chicken nugget, but this is an onion nugget. So we're waiting for the oil to come up to temperature, and then we're going to get cooking. Okay, we have the oil coming up to temperature here. We've got, always try and have a kitchen thermometer, and these are real handy. We're going to check the temperature of the oil and see where we're at. So right now we're just okay. We're 225. 230, so it's coming up. It's going to be a little bit. We want to be up around 350 when we start cooking the onion rings. That way we get a good quick sear to keep as much of the crumbs and the egg wash together. Okay, we're going to get cooking here. We're going to check the temperature once again before we start. Should be up over 325. Okay, 330. Yeah, we're in good shape. This is 334, 35. Okay, it's enough so that we can start cooking. So we're going to go ahead and start putting onion rings into the oil here. So we're just going to gently put some in. So we have 4 onion rings go in. Yeah, it takes about 3 to 5 minutes for each of the onion rings. And as you see, they're already floating. That's what you want. So now all we're going to do is just let them brown. We're going to turn them once, twice. Make sure that they brown evenly. As you see, you know, the crust, the breadcrumbs are staying on nicely. That's because of the egg. Okay, so here we are. We're just about at the 3-minute mark here. So these are almost ready here. Just a few more minutes, and these will be ready to come out. As you see, they're floating. So that means that the water content is out, and that right now it's cooking the onion ring and the batter, or the coating itself, and that's what you want. If you're going to store these, what you want to do is only cook this for 1 minute, no more. You just want to cook the outside surface. You don't want to cook out the moisture from the onion ring. So these are coming out right now. I'm going to drain them. We're going to put some more in there. But as you see, these are looking real good right now. So we'll put some more in, get the rest of them cooking. I'm going to put 5 in this time, because there seems to be plenty of heat. You can see they're boiling, they're frying up real nicely. So we'll come back in a couple of minutes. Okay, time's just about up. Still got one that's kind of sinking here still. This one is going to take some extra cooking because it's real thick. There's a lot of water in that one. So we'll give that one some extra time, and then we're going to give these another flip. Give them a few more minutes to brown up a little better, and then we'll remove them. Okay, these are doing really well. I mean, look at that. That's a nice golden brown. Good color. Be nice and crispy. And this was only 2 regular onions that I cooked, and we got all of this. If you're cooking a big batch like this, put it in an oven. Put this into an oven. Keep them warm. until you're ready to serve, and then that way they don't get cold and soggy. So secret to keeping them is keep the temperature above 200 degrees. That way they'll stay crispy and crunchy until you serve. If you let them sit and get soggy, or keep them warm at 140, they're going to get really soggy. So just give you a heads up on that.